This is day 34 of talking to a camera every single day until I get good at talking to cameras. Hello, if you've never seen this before, welcome. I don't think there will be anyone seeing this, but if you are, it's good to see you. Today I want to talk about a concept called extremism, which is, for me, is when people have a certain belief to a really extreme extent. There are a few variations of this. There is the literal one, which is political extremism, stuff like that. So terrorism, the 9/11 attacks, Hamza, what was it? The group in the Middle East that started the war over there. Groups like that, sort of groups that are willing to do a lot for their beliefs. Those are extremists in the political sense. I wanted to talk about extremism in the habitual sense. This is a sort of all or nothing people, which a lot of people fall into the trap of becoming. It's the sort of, I need to be David Goggins, I need to do all of this, or there's no point doing any of it at all, which is one of the worst mindsets to have, because it just means you just won't enjoy what you're doing. You won't enjoy trying to work towards your goals. So, what is it? Political extremism is obviously where you're pushing a belief to a really far extent by, affecting other people's lives because of your beliefs. With your habitual extent is where you go, okay, so I've just started running, so I'm going to run 10 kilometers every single day, or I'm going to set this massive, crazy big goal of running 100 kilometers in one go in like 3 months' time, and I can only reach that if I do every single session, no rest days. I have to have a perfect diet, perfect sleep, completely locked in, and I've never had any of these habits before. Obviously, that's not going to work, right? It may seem sort of courageous or brave to do something that's really hard, but really, you're not going to achieve it. And if you do somehow, in a tiny percentage, achieve it, you won't enjoy it, so there's no point even doing it in the first place. So if you want to enjoy it, you need to create smaller, sustainable habits, not extreme habits. A lot of people would say, it's either... a good example of the extremist beliefs is they're saying, if you don't eat a perfect meal of protein, carbs, barely any fats, every single meal, you might as well just eat McDonald's every day. And that's just not true. That's not how health works. It's a spectrum. Eating a little bit less McDonald's every week is going to make you a little bit healthier each week. That's how it works. It's not one or the other. And that's what people seem to think. You can be one, you can either be the best or you can be the worst, and there's no in between. And that's not true. That is not true. It is a spectrum of growth. And the people who are at the top never one day were just created all of these habits and were like, I'm going to eat perfectly, I'm going to sleep perfectly, or I'm going to read 200 pages a day, or I'm going to work out for 5 hours a day. No one's done that and actually achieved the results when they just started. Even, pro bodybuilders, most of them started off with a couple sessions a week. They didn't all just go all in with a session every single day, because it just wasn't good. It's not good for anyone. And that's where real growth comes from. Real growth comes from putting in these habits slowly and letting them sink in. And because every time you add in a habit, you're going to get more progress. So as long as you're progressing towards your goals, your speed is less important than your direction. You just need to have the right direction that you're heading in, right? If you save £10 this month and you manage to save £11 next month, you're moving in the right direction. It's slow progress. It won't really help over the long run, but where it will help is it builds that strong habit of saving a little bit more money every month. And that is where real progress comes from. Anyway, Thank you. Goodbye. Please subscribe or something. I don't know.